What is up, guys? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here. We are back for a set 2, the first set 2 deck profile. And as I promised, I would bring you Trunks, favorite character in all of Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, maybe not GT, nobody likes GT Trunks. But we are going to bring you the first Trunks deck. There's a couple Trunks decks that I want to try out. This is the first one. It's using a couple promos. Warning, spoiler warning, there's 2 cards in this deck that I do have a couple proxies of. I have the 3 of the one in the mail, and the other one I'm getting Thursday when I go to my local tournament. I just need one more copy of it, and I'm going to be set. So just warning you up front, there are a couple proxies. But let's go over Trunks' leader ability. Auto, once per turn, when you combo with a card with an energy cost of 2 or more, draw 1 card. When this reaches 4 or less life, or when you reach 4 or less life, you flip this over and awaken it into... He's not even a holo and he's shining. Look at this. Trunks Hope for the Future. He has the same ability when he evolves, except for he also draws. So when he attacks and you combo, you draw essentially 2 cards right there. So unless they negate it, you're drawing 2 cards, which is absolutely huge. It makes him a nice, huge vanilla leader, but I'm putting him in his own special deck for these first couple deck profiles. So I'm super excited to use him because he is just so awesome. I really like him. So we're going to start off. This is a blue-red Trunks deck. So we're going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 4 Majin Buu, pretty standard blue card. He's a 0-5. He's not going to be drawing off Trunks' ability, but he draws a card as soon as he put it into play. He's pretty standard, still in set 2, going into blue. Pretty awesome. Won't talk too much about him, but we will move into our next card. I have 3 Mai, Supporter of the Future, or Supporter of Hope. She's a blocker, but if Future Trunks is in your battle area or your leader area, you may play this card from your hand for free. So she's a blocker. Weak blocker, but you don't have to pay anything for her. She's super nice to have as an extra drop. Almost every color in this set has a free drop if you have a certain leader. It's pretty awesome. I'm super excited. I can't wait to play her in the deck. Because every deck needs a blocker, and might as well not have to pay for your blocker. Next, we're going to start getting into the combo pieces of the deck. So, actually, you know what? Before we show this card off, we're going to go to one of the aces of the deck. The ace of this deck is this guy. This is the card that I'm missing 3 of, but this is the ace. He is from the Dash Packs. He is Vegito, here to save the day. Pretty freaking shiny. He's a double breaker. This card inflicts 2 damage instead of 1. He is permanent. If you don't have Son Goten or Son Gohan Adolescent, Goten, and Trunks Youth in your drop area, you cannot play this card from any area. When this card attacks, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 and gain 10,000 power. So it becomes a 30,000 double breaking, double drawing beauty. And he's also like he's a 4 cost 5,000 or 4/0-5. That's absolutely beautiful. He's such a cool card. Again, I have the other 3 of them in the mail, but I really wanted to jump and make this deck profile. Now you're wondering, okay, how do I get all these cards in the discard pile? Mighty Mask. Mighty Mask. Place this card in your drop area and choose 1 Son Goten and 1 Youth Trunks with 1500 power from your deck and add them to your hand. So you pitch this card from the field, you blow them up, you grab 2 cards from your deck and add them to your hand. So we have a couple different versions of Trunks. We're playing 3 of the Unyielding Spirit Trunks. During your turn, if you combo with this card, also this card is a 2/5000 boost, so perfect for Trunks. This card is also another 2 cost 0/5000. When you combo with this card, you choose up to 1 of your blue energies and untap it. So right there, you can untap 1 of your cards, and you get the draw for it with your leader Trunks. Absolutely insane. So so you combo with this as pretty much as soon as you get it. And then we have a couple different Goten cards as well. We have the green Goten, pretty standard. This is from set 1. You guys know what this card does. During your turn, if you combo with this card, choose one of your opponent's energy cost of 3 or less and KO it. That's huge. It's a Goten. It goes to the discard pile, fuels your Vegito, and gets the job done. We're also rocking... There's one more Goten we're adding to the deck. I don't have this in order like I should. We have this Goten. Goten Leap into the Future. Place this card and one other card from your hand into the drop area. Choose one Gotenks with 2500 power or less in your deck and add it to your hand. So this cycles, because we also have a Gotenks engine in this deck, so this kind of cycles in that too. You're only playing one of these because the other ones are honestly better, but this also tutors cards to your hand if you need it in a pinch. But it also, you're comboing with all these cards, and you're only comboing once per turn with the Leader Trunks ability, but you're getting them into the discard pile super quickly, so you can do what you need to do with the Vegito. So next, what we're going to look into after we got the Gotens and the Trunks, we're going to look into what Gohans we can put in the discard pile. Now there's a couple options for this, but we're going to go with these ones. This is the next card that's promoed in the deck, or that he has a proxy in the deck. We have 3 out of 4. Again, like I said, we're getting the last one in this week, so I'm pretty hyped about that, because this deck's so close to being finished. I've been playtesting with it with some friends, and it's doing really freaking well, and it's going to be great in tournament. Anyway, when this card attacks, you may draw one card. If you do not use this draw skill, if you do not draw a card with a skill, you gain double strike for the turn. So it's a turn 3 1500 double breaker. Absolutely huge. Turn 3 double breaker is absolutely insane. Or you can draw a card, or if need be, you can combo. It's up right there. Combo, draw, boom. Absolutely insane. Leads to the rest of the deck. There's one more Gohan in the deck, and might as well go into it right now. We have the turn 6. This is the other Gohan. Ultimate Miraculous Comeback Ultimate Gohan. He's another Gohan Adolescent. If you have 3 or less cards in your hand, besides this card, you can reduce its energy cost in your hand by 4. So he becomes a turn 2. He gets put on the board as a turn 2. He stays a turn 2 as long as he's on the board. And when this card KOs an opponent's battle card, you inflict 2 damage. So it's just punches them right in the face. If you're getting low on hand, say you're comboing a lot, and this allows you to do what you need to do late game. This allows you to drop it for cheaper if you have less cards in your hand. And then you drop the Vegito and do all that kind of stuff and just start drawing, and it's awesome. And I really like this card. It's going to be huge, especially when it's dropped on turn 2. That's going to be absolutely insane if you drop it on turn 2. If you're facing like a critical deck, it might happen. And it just becomes big and ugly. We have one turn 4 Goku, Determined Striker Son Goku. A little bit of a glare there. Counterattack. So you can play this card, negate the attack, and permanent. When activating this card's counter, if you have 3 or less life, you may put 2 Saiyan form from your hand to the drop area. If you do, reduce the cost of this card by 3. So just taking one of this card, if you get into that late game where you haven't comboed yet, or you need to get those things, lots limited Vegito or Vegito bait into the discard pile, the Gotens, the whatever, you can discard him with this ability and reduce his cost. So that's super nifty. Next card we're playing is 2 Energy Boost Beerus. Pretty standard. If you have 5 or more mana, blows up a card. Pretty standard in blue. Kind of necessary in blue. It's a really good card. Just blows up cards. There's not too many cards that actually just physically just go boom in this deck. So you need a couple of them in the deck to make it work. Next we have the turn 5 Ghost Attack Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. We have 3 of those. Oops. So this evolves off Gotenks. We're not actually evolving, but if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this card and all Ghost tokens get double strike. When you put this card into play 3 Ghost tokens. They all have 1500 power. So this just floods the board real quick, makes them. And if you have 4 or less cards in hand, it goes insane. So definitely a huge card. It's gonna be a fun card, especially since you're already running the Gohan or Goten that allows you to grab this. It's a nice, beautiful red card. It's beautiful. It swarms the board and lets you go in for that last little push, especially if you don't have many cards in hand. They all get double strike and you just can go ham. You're playing your turn 2 blue low cost card, or low life card. Boost Attack Piccolo works 100% perfectly. This is the perfect card to use with Trunks. I'm sorry. 100%. With this, you attack, you draw a card. You combo, draw a card because you combo, draw a card for this. You're just plussing so much with this deck. It's absolutely insane. It almost makes you worry that you're not going to have the 4. It allows you to play around certain plays you wouldn't normally be able to play around because you have the extra cards in hand. Super, super nice. This deck also has little to no way to self-mill yourself, or self-kill yourself with life. So in a match where you're playing against somebody who's going to stall you, stuff like that, you kind of need your way to awaken, because you need that extra, you need those extra draws, you need all that kind of stuff. So you play 3 Result of Training in this deck. This allows you to awaken without having that 4 cost requirement, which is absolutely insane. 3 of this in the deck. It might be a little bit much, and you can trade one of these out, but I like 3 in the deck. I think it's #worth to get what you need, and it's an easy mana set after that. So it's super nice. Next, you're rocking 4, 2, 3, 4 Senzu Beans. 4 Senzu Beans, everybody knows what these do. Turn 1 or 1 cost, it untaps, or choose up to 1 of your cards, gains plus 5,000 for the duration of turn, then choose up 2 of your mana and switch them to active mode. Standard in blue, you can't really go wrong. And the last card is 4 Wheezes Coercion. Pretty standard again, it's your blue negate. You could opt to put in the red negate somewhere in the deck if there's certain cards in here that you're not liking and stuff like that. You could always switch out for the red negate. That's also pretty good, but it doesn't combo with the Trunks engine. There's a couple other cards that I really like in this deck that I couldn't fit in, that I kind of just want to talk about. One of them is the Raging Spirit Sun Gohan. It's another adolescent Gohan. I'm sorry, I lied. It is not. That is actually why you don't play it. I lied. 100% lied. Okay, but the interesting part of this card is, even though it's not an adolescent Gohan, you combo it with your blue leader, and then you get the draw, and then it automatically gets summoned in rest mode, and you have a nice 1500 that you just got pretty much for free. Another good card in this deck, just for the control when you need it, is the Jiren. This card allows you to just kind of control the board. It comes and attacks a active position monster, then he untaps, and he gets stronger for it. It's kind of like, if you guys have ever played Vegito or anything like that, he really reminds me of Major AO, and I think he's going to see play in the more controlled variants. I haven't had too much success with him in my decks that I've played him with, but that's not saying he's a bad card. I really think in theory he's such a good card, and if I could fit him in this deck, I absolutely would. But that is my Trunks deck. If you guys are hyped for more Dragon Ball Super deck profiles, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. PokeRuss out. Peace.